Check. What's up? Hey, 50 All Stars live again, coming at you with all of the Limitless Hoops curriculum here. All right, going over today's stuff like we do every single day. Today is Friday, so it's the last day of the week. Again, soon I'm going to have this every single day. All right, and I think that I'll do that when I have someone helping me, of course. All right, but we're going to do it every day of the week, and every day that we do it, we're going to focus on the future day. All right. So I don't know when that's going to come, but probably hopefully before April. All right. So we're going to start talking about this. The stuff that I haven't been talking about is all the Saturday stuff, which is open gym, and then Sunday stuff, which is shooting. So if you have the book Limitless Hoops, make sure that you're going over that and doing those things. Since you can't do open gym on Saturdays, since coronavirus season, just do things that will make you better at playing one-on-one, or better at playing 3-on-3, better at playing 5-on-5. Or if you have some friends in your neighborhood, you guys can play like that. All right. So there are people getting vaccinated now. If you have, I guess if you are both vaccinated, it's like a free to go now. No one's going to complain. So if you can find maybe 10 friends that are all vaccinated, then you can have a little league like that. All right. And it's totally legal. Anyways, let's start down. With the quote of the day. The quote of the day is fall down 5, get up 6. Of course, you can do that quote with any given numbers, but fall down 5, get up 6. It's just a perpetual thought in your mind that whenever you fall down, you're going to get up again. All right. Whenever you do poorly in a game, you're going to do better again. You're going to keep coming back on the horse and going no matter what. What's up, man? So fall down 5, get up 6. Speaking about the drill today, you know what? I want to start with the story today, the motivational story today. This one's good. It's one of my favorite ones. All right. Let me see. I won't even read it. I'll just say it. So if you go back in time and you see like before monkeys evolved or apes evolved into man, there was this critical point. And the critical point was when we were all in the trees. All right, so all the apes were in the trees. All right, and there became so many apes in the trees that that they kicked some out. This is true. This is what happened. Okay, they kicked some out of the trees. So when those people got kicked out, or those apes got kicked out of the trees, they were left to fend for themselves because there just wasn't enough room, not enough food in the trees. So they kicked out the weaker ones. All right, and when they kicked out the weaker ones, they were just just dead. They were just left for dead. Like the saber-toothed tiger is gonna kill them. Other animals in the jungle will kill them. All right, because they were not only out of their natural habitat in the trees, they were now they were the weakest ones of that natural habitat to get out of the trees. So what wound up happening is a lot of them died, but the ones that ended up living were the smarter ones. They were the ones that figured it out. The ones that cooperated. They started being with someone else in a social sort of way, like, hey, you watch my back, I'll watch yours, right? The ones that survived were the clever ones that came up with instrumentation, right? And then that group diverged from the apes. The apes in the trees, who were the stronger ones, they stayed the same. These people now that were kicked out, they did die off. A lot of them died off. They were very, very weak and frail, but the ones that survived passed down their traits, and they became extremely smart. And what wound up happening, if you fast forward, 100,000 years or 200,000, however many it is, then you end up with humans and basically the monkeys in the trees. And we all know who wins now. All right, maybe we can't beat them in a fight, but they're in our zoos. We're not in their zoo. All right. Now, this isn't to talk crap about apes. Okay. They're very, very cool creatures, but we won. All right. We won, and they kicked us out a long time ago. So we should have a chip on our shoulder. All right. So if you're ever treated badly like that, if you're ever sat on the bench, if you're ever cut from a team, if you ever lose at something like that, take it as the positive that it should be. All right. Because you were weak. That's it. So now, because you're weak, you have to go through a different route. And that person that was stronger than you, well, now he's on the better team. So he has more people to pass to. Is this an undisputed theory? I'm not sure. So I would say I just read it as it was fact. But I think with all these things, we think that we know, but we don't really know because they change these theories like every like 50 years. So I'm not sure. Eh. But anyway, it's a good story though. All right. So but it does make sense because we've seen that in smaller times as well. Seen it with blacks becoming more physically strong because we were enslaved. We've seen it with Jewish people. The ones that survived the Holocaust were the ones that could take care of their money, ones that could take care of themselves, the ones who were smarter. All right. So I mean, like being kicked out, being dismayed, losing, and getting back up again, it's just going to make you stronger and stronger and stronger. All right. Anyways, let's start with the stuff. We got elementary drills: 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. All right. That drill is when we try to make 3 in a row. You get someone to pass to you, try to make 3 in a row from a particular spot, probably about 15 feet out, 17 feet out, all right, from the corner, all right, from the side. All right, and then if you don't make 3 in a row, you have to try to make 4 in a row now. So if you miss one, you go up to 4 in a row. Then if you don't make 4 in a row, then you go up to 5. Don't make 5, you go back down to 4, then to 3, then to 2. You got to make 1 in a row. If you miss that one, then you have to run. All right, but if you make 3 in a row or 4 in a row whenever it's your turn or whatever tier that you're on, then you just switch with your partner. All right, and it makes every single shot a tough shot, every single shot a pressured shot. So it's called 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. The countdown game, it's a favorite of ours. I like it because it evens the odds up a lot. I mean, like you can do it with 3 on 3, 4 on 3, whatever, like 1 on 1 on 1. All right, everyone can have like be for themselves. And this is everyone starts off with at 2 or 3 or something like that, something small. And it's and you count down instead of counting up. So you say on your mark, is that go? Then you guys yell 3, and then you shoot. Whenever you make one, you go 2, then 1. And if you win, you say 0. Then your number goes up. Everyone else's number stays the same. So you're like, I'm on 4 now. Then I'm on 3. Then you say on your mark, is that go? Then you yell 4. They will yell 3, and you want to try to get ahead of everyone by a certain amount, or go to like 10 in a row. And I like this drill because now if it's like, like the bad players and good players, the old players and young players, now after you like win a few in a row, well, now you have to make 10 in a row, or sorry, 10 total. They only have to make 2. They're probably going to beat you, or it's going to be like a better match. All right, so after a while, this game is extremely even, so it stays very exciting, especially if you get like groups of kids and doing it like in a big gym. And the main trick for any kind of shooting drills that we ever do, the main trick for any kind of shooting drills that you ever do, is to trick yourself into shooting a whole bunch of shots. Really, I mean, like, yeah, you're shooting like pressure-filled shots. That's cool. Shooting off the pass, off the catch, whatever, off the dribble. That's cool. But the fact that you are throwing the ball up there, trying to make it all day long, is what's going to make you better. So use any trick that you can to shoot the ball as many times as you can per day. And this game is a great way to just like shoot for an easy like 30 minutes, like straight up. You can play it for a long time. One-on-one sprint. There's another one. 5 seconds to score from beyond half court. All right, 5 seconds to score beyond half court. One of the best people I've ever seen at this is Russell Westbrook. Another one is LeBron James. All right, when they're going full speed, it's like they're a train. It's crazy. I've never seen it before. It's ridiculous. Like Jordan was really good at it, but like LeBron and Westbrook, that stuff's insane. They just went straight. They're both slowing down though, but it was just ridiculous. All right. You want to become like that. You want to realize that the defense, they have no chance. If you go your fastest right or left hand and you're able to switch directions, you win. Because either you're going to zoom by them or they're going to be somewhere close to you. If they're somewhere close to you and you're going full speed, you can hit them. If you hit them, it's a foul. So they have to avoid that as well. On defense, all I can tell you is make them change direction as much as you can, and then put your hands up in the end and try not to foul them. All right. So your job in one-on-one sprint is to sprint. You can't be walking forward. You got to somehow go your full speed. And when they change your direction just once, be able to go behind your back or between your legs or just straight crossover. And you want to switch your hands to go the opposite way. And they can't do anything more than that. You might have to watch out for LeBron James chasing you down for a chase down block, but that's about it. All right, to finish up this one, We have successive dribble shots. We won't talk about that. Diagonal hurdle layups. We won't talk about that. And sandbag slides. All right. So those are the 6 drills for elementary. If you're an elementary kid, make sure that you're doing them. And then make sure that you understand them. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. All right. Next up, we have our middle school stuff. All right. First, let me see. Oh, let's talk about our last movie. All right, so this is Any Given Sunday. Movies we had Cool Runnings, Breaking Away, Blue Chips, Eddie, Cinderella Man, Gridiron Gang, Draft Day, The Damn United, The Color of Money, and now it's Any Given Sunday. I remember watching this in 8th grade. Nope, 9th grade. 9th grade. Watched it with my stepdad as our coach, and he took our whole team to watch this thing. It's not a movie for young kids. All right. A lot of cussing, some nudity, stuff like that, but it's a fun movie. And it's called Any Given Sunday because on any given Sunday, any team can win. And Sunday is the day that they play football in the NFL. So this is an NFL movie. And speaking of coming from the bottom and going to the top, in this movie, a lot of famous stars in this movie, but Jamie Foxx is in it. He's the 3rd string quarterback. And basically, he's just taking notes. He knows he's not going to play. Then the 1st string guy gets hurt. And the very first play of the new guy's reign, he gets hurt. And they're like, "Who's our 3rd string quarterback?" And they're like, "This guy." And they don't even know where he is. He didn't even bring his helmet. Someone had to give him a helmet. He's like, "Oh my God!" And he just goes out there and he just wows out. He does extremely well. Anyways, but then now he has to be their starting quarterback, and there's all this other things that have to go with it. He doesn't know the plays very, very well. He's getting shoe deals and doing freaking music videos and stuff. His name is Willie Beam, and he keeps the lady screaming like that. It's a wild movie. But within the movie, there is this speech, right? And the speech is done by Al Pacino. He's the coach. And you can look at the speech again. It's some bad words in there. Sorry about that. But in our chat section on Limitless Hoops, or if you go to 50 All-Stars, you click on the curriculum page. You can click on the challenges, and this challenge is the movie clip section. Within the movie clips, click on the Al Pacino speech. It is amazing. Basically, he starts off by saying that he's made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. And he's all deep about it, but he tells them in the end, it's all about inches. It's all about inches. Did you see my response? Wait, which response? Oh, for the questions, I did. I was going to get to that, actually. That's one of our things that we're going to talk about. I'll talk about that in a second. But the Al Pacino speech, he basically says that life and football are made up of a game of inches. All right. It's every inch. Every inch of the game matters because, a few inches too short, you don't quite catch the ball. A few inches too long, you don't quite get there. A few inches this way versus that way, you don't quite make it. And we have this philosophy for our focuses, right? I tell you guys, if you just box out on defense, just crash the boards on offense, whether you get it or not, right? That changes the game by 10 points. If you just be in help side every single time, changes the game by 10 points, right? So these are inches. They add up. And he just says that, life's made up of inches. And he goes, all you have to do is go those inches. And he says, if you look at the person next to you, look into his eyes, I think that you're going to see a person who's willing to go that inch for you or to go that inch with you. And he goes, and you have to be willing to fight and die for that inch. All right. Because that's what living is. It's the 6 inches in front of your face. All right. And if you're willing to fight and die for every single inch, it mattered more than life itself, you're going to win a lot of games. Every layup matters. Every single free throw matters. Every single loose ball matters that much. The jump ball matter to you. If you do that and you make it a habit, it's going to spill into your life. It's going to make you guys your whole team better. It's going to spill into your life to make your whole life better. All right. So the inches that you need are everywhere around you. But again, that was the deep part of that movie. Other than that, it was a very, very fun movie. Any Given Sunday. We can talk about it now if you want. So he did the Kobayashi Maru And that's on our Hall of Fame page. If you go down to the bottom, click on the leadership icon that is in Chinese. It says leadership. At least I believe it says leadership. It might say I'm a dumb American. I'm not sure. But he filled out the questions, gave some great answers. I really did like your answers, Finn. So great job with that. For the people that sent it, I might even add the extra attendance points, so you can get one more in your lifetime there. So I said that I would add either 1 or 2, so I'll add that to your guys' score. For the middle school drills, we have back down series, pick and roll, rescreen, Statue of Liberty, 2-ball catch layups, dowel jumps, peekaboo shots. I feel like we do the back down series so often. I don't know why. It's weird. All right, but I do like it. I do like it, and I told you that's how you dominate. You force them to bring a double team to you, and you hit all your offensive players. All right, but you have to be a force to be reckoned with, first of all. So as you're backing them down, you have to be able to score in a plethora of ways. And these ways that we do are just backing the person straight down to a pro hop, or backing them down and then turn and run middle with the Statue of Liberty layup, or backing them down, spin baseline with the reverse layup with the opposite end, or you back them down to step middle, spin back, baseline jumper, right? Or you can back them down and do your little step back Dirk Nowitzki fade. If you can score them in these different ways, then they have to double team you. So the first step is to master these avenues of scoring. Then the second step is to never shoot the ball. That's weird, right? It's like, dude, I worked so hard, and now you're telling me to not shoot the ball, because that's what's going to happen. All right, you're going to be such a good scorer, they're going to just double team you. You're never going to get a chance to shoot. So if you're the dominant player, your job is to pass. All right, and then when they back off you, then your job is to shoot. All right, we talked about that yesterday as well. Again, you want to play to your weaknesses first, and then you use your strengths. All right. Then we have the pick and roll rescreen. That's on the flat show. Statue of Liberty. That's the one-handed finger roll layup that we just talked about. 2-ball catch layups. That's with the coach helping you out. Dowel jumps. I'm actually I have my dowels, and I'm looking for a place to cut them now, because they roll whenever you guys like do the stupid stick jumps, and also I can have twice as many for the same price if I just cut them in half. But them is a thing. Anything like lumberyard, they're used to cutting big pieces of wood, so I need to find someone with a fine thing anyways. But yeah, I'm going to give that to my elite coaches. So for every elite team practice, when they show up, they have to do all their band exercises, do their push-ups, do all that kind of stuff, make sure that they have their outfits, the shoes, the ball, the backpack, but they're also going to be doing dowel jumps. And I'm adding that to the mix for our elite team stuff, so I can make sure that everyone's doing it as much as possible. Because if you can move your feet in such a way that involves your brain, I mean, you're going to be able to do moves faster. You're going to be quicker. You're also going to be able to learn faster, because your feet and your mind are of the same ilk. All right. And for a friend, send an answer in the comment section, man. All right. That's what you aren't good at. All right, you have to yell at your feet to make them pay attention. Okay, but so if you do these dowel jumps and you can react, you're going to slowly put your mind more at ease. Another way that you can do this is with jump ropes. You could do line jumps, anything where your feet have to think, basically. Okay, and it puts your mind and your feet on the same wavelength. Last one is peekaboo shots. Peekaboo shots that's basically how any great shooter gets open. All right, they're going to step underneath the basket, wait for the screen. As you come off the screen, you look over your shoulder. If they're following you, curl. If they hit the screen, go straight out. If they go over the top of the screen, flare cut to the corner. All right, and you want to be able to read the screens accurately and quickly, but you can go over slowly. All right, you can hit the screen, take your time, and then just sprint as soon as you touch them. So you touch the screener, you look to see where the guy is, ask him where he's going. He can't win this game. All right, he's going to have to go right, left, or middle. So whatever he picks, you pick the opposite one, and you go on the opposite side of him. All right, and if you have a big old fat dude screening you, now it's even easier. So screeners, spread your legs, spread your arms as well, and set some tough picks. But the person coming off them, peekaboo. All right, peek at them, and then you go where they aren't to get open. All right. Next thing we have else in the NBA. to talk about today. What was the NBA doing? I know that either like Duke, playoffs, they like had to bounce because of the coronavirus. I Two players also got the coronavirus as well. Man, this is going to be a year full of Mickey Mouse championships. All right, Lakers, the Dodgers, whoever's Tampa Bay, all these people who have won this year. Everyone's going to say it's a Mickey Mouse win because they probably weren't the best team. They probably weren't playing the best. It was probably a lot of luck involved because of the coronavirus, right? But how I see it is these are the grittiest guys. It's not about luck. All right. It's about luck sometimes, but like out of all those people who are professionals, you think that they all weren't trying to win, all weren't trying to get the coronavirus. And if you got out because of that, it's on you. I'm not saying, oh man, I know it's tough because you got to leave your house sometimes and you don't know if the guy at the liquor store has the coronavirus, but like at the same time, you're a professional athlete, you have all that money, you need to figure it out. All right. And what it was is these aren't Mickey Mouse championships. These are different sort of championships. Right? Because there is a certain thing to saying like introvert versus extroverts. And if you're an introvert, you're very lucky during these times because you don't need people. But the extroverts, they're dying out there, man. They really want to go to the club. They really want to hang out with people. So if there are some extroverts that are thriving in this, those guys are just Michael Jordan level mentality, okay? And the introverts, they're just the lucky ones now. Well, call that like being taller, all right? Being faster, just naturally, because it's just something that to get the coronavirus. So the people who are winning because of that and are staying intact the entire year and staying focused the entire year through all this like mess, it's an even bigger championship. I'll say it again. It's a bigger championship, and it's not a Mickey Mouse championship. This is like the championship of all championships. And I would say out of every NBA champion, there's something to say about this. Out of every NBA champion that has ever done anything, the Lakers winning last year was harder than all of them. And if the Miami Heat won, that would have been exactly what I'm talking about. That team was the most resilient team I've ever seen. It was awesome. If they won it, that would have been like the crowning achievement of like hard workers everywhere. All right. So don't think that whoever wins this NCAA championship didn't earn it. All right. They extra earned it. And all the people bouncing out, well, they should have figured it out. Because if you're really a winner, you would figure out a way to win. All right. Going on to high school, we have autonomous workout, judge rank dribbling, retreat explode drill, step ups to shots, baseline sweeping roll, and then pin roll layup to create. The one that I want to talk about is the judge rank dribbling. All right, this was my first time like being extra right. All right, so like my ex-wife's told me, she's like, "Don't do that drill. That is so mean." Because I would line up all the kids and I'd be like, "All right, worst one of the every drill goes over there. The best one goes over there." And I'd be like, "You suck. You go way down there. You're the best. Go right there." And then you rate them against each other. And what I found out was that kids are tougher than she thought. I thought maybe I was in the wrong, but it was like in the end, or in the beginning, I'm like, okay, you're a loser, you're a winner. And then what happened was they started going against the person next to them as opposed to a person like 12 down from them. Now it was like more possible. So I made it better. It wasn't like not like now they didn't have to like look at the guy who's like 10 times better than they are. Now they get to look at the guy who's like, a little bit better. Or if they really want to, they get to look at the guy who's a little worse. So it plays to that. It's whatever you're inspired by, right? But what I like the most is I will rate you guys like 10 different times. All right. And after the 9th time, I'm on the 10th time. And after I reshuffle you guys, I'm like, oh, you're better than him. You're better than him, like that. Then on the 10th time, I will always stop it. And I will always be like, all right, and we're done. And every kid, even the last place person goes, no, tell us. And everyone wants to know where they're ranked. All right. And I think that adults feel sorry for kids. Adults are the ones that are going, don't compare yourself to Jimmy, Timmy. Come on. Like that. Nah. Jimmy and Timmy, they're badasses, dude. They want to go at it. They want to know if they're better than him. All right. And I came up with the meaning of life when I was 19. And I said, one, like one of the meanings, like you try to find love. One of the meanings, you try to know who you are, figure that out. But the last one is, there was another one too, I forgot. But the last one was, you have to realize your potential, because the meaning of life, like the meaning of anything, like the meaning of taking a test, the meaning of like driving, I don't know, is to see where you're gonna go, to see how it ends, to see what you can accomplish. So the meaning to life is to see what you can do. All right. And if you're not comparing yourself to anyone, then why'd you do it? All right. Now, there are some people again who can't handle it because they're not mentally strong. And for them, sure, whatever. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Who cares? Just go eat some ice cream and shut up. All right. And maybe we'll kick you out of a tree one day, and then 10 million years later, you'll be strong. But I think if you compare yourself, you're a strong-minded human being, and you can use that to improve, even if you're comparing yourself to former versions of yourself. Let's start with all challenges. All right, if you're first grader, you're on day 6 of the workout card. I'm making some new workout cards, but I'm going to keep the same pattern too. I love it a lot. That's one of my favorite things that I made, because I'm really, like, if you are doing 5 minutes of push-ups, 5 minutes of ball handling, 5 minutes of jump rope, I think it's 50 push-ups and 100 jumpers. That's kind of all that you ever need to do. Us learning all this stuff is just extra. But that needs to be your baseline stuff right there, the workout card. Second grade, you're on day 12 of the 2-minute 2-ball dribbling challenge. Third grade, keep up with today's leg of the Chastain's challenge. Grade, on day 12 of the homework assignment, which is 25, 50, 100 weekend jump shots. Fifth grade, keep up with our 4-week weekly improvement challenge. That weekly improvement challenge is jotting down everything that you did bad at today, and then you do it again tomorrow, again then, and then you save up on 7 different things that you were bad at, and then you do each of those for 4 minutes a day right before practice starts. So that's 28 minutes worth of stuff. The divine drill is harder than the mile. Yeah, the divine drill is tough, man. I know I tried it. When you do the planks to the push-ups, the reason why it's so hard is because of aerobic and anaerobic exercising. Basically, your body isn't getting its oxygen. But I checked to see if it was bad for you, doing the planks straight to the push-ups and repeating that, and it's not bad for you, but it hurts a lot because the lactic acid builds up. It's crazy. It is really a crazy workout. But if you get good at that, I mean, you're not going to get tired at all during games. Then 8th grade, seventh grade, you're on month 6 of the 10-month Chastain challenge. Complete your 5 chosen items. 8th grade, you're on day 12 of our 2-minute 2-ball dribbling challenge. That is doing you should do that every single day. Just 2-minute 2-ball dribbling for 15 seconds each. That should be cake. Whether you are doing that drill, it's just 2 minutes of ball, and do it every single day. 9th grade, you're on day 6, week 1 of the 5 perfect weeks. 10th grade, day 13, the work card. 11th grade, you're on day 12 of 100 of the Preobražovanie challenge. And then 12th grade, doing day 6 of our 4-week trick shots and skills shot challenge. I made 12th grade kind of fun for right now because they would be in there last year. This will be like championship week. And if I ever wanted to talk them into doing it, it better be something that's like cool and fun, because, they would be doing high school basketball right now. So I really, really focused on every single day being its own unique time for this book, or for these books that I made. So make sure that you're keeping up with it. I promise you that I'm leading you straight. I don't lie to y'all. So, because I'm horrible at business, I don't know how to make money. You make business, you make money by lying to people, and I don't do that. I'm just gonna shoot you guys the truth, and hopefully you guys follow it, and then you guys will reap the benefits. So great job. If you want a question, here's your trivia question for the day. Bryson, you gonna pick it again for us? Okay. All right, you gotta pick 1 through 12. What you got?
9.
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then pick 1 through 10.
6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Here's the easiest trivia question ever. All right. Which player famously went on a rant about having to practice? Is that one too easy? Do you know who it is? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? A player who went on a rant about practicing. That's all I'm gonna tell you. If I give any hint, it'll be too easy. AI, it is the answer. The answer is the answer. There you go. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Great job. Have a great weekend. Make sure you guys are still working, all right, and post all your stuff to the homework section. All right. Peace, everybody.